Hi, welcome to your channel, Generous, Gracious, and Gallant. I wish all of you a very happy Independence Day. Azadi के 75 साल. Today, I have brought for you a video about Chandrashekar Azad, a firebrand revolutionary. Born Chandrashekar Sitaram Tiwari on 23rd July 1906 to Sitaram Tiwari and Jagrani Devi. Chandrashekar Azad was an Indian revolutionary freedom fighter who reorganized the Hindustan Republican Association after the death of its founder Ram Prasad Bismil. He hailed from Unnao in Uttar Pradesh. He joined the non-cooperation movement as a young student and he was arrested, jailed and sentenced to daily lashes. There he took a pledge never ever to be captured alive again, and at a very young age of 24 years, after an illustrious path as a revolutionary, he martyred himself to stick to his pledge that he will never be captured alive by the British. A truly inspirational freedom fighter who we ought to remember, along with many others who we have forgotten on this Independence Day, 15th August 2022. But before I share with you further details about Chandrashekar Azad, I would like to give you a brief about the channel Generous, Gracious and Gallant. I started this channel and today we have got over 675 subscribers on the channel with 315 videos, where I share with you inspirational tales of mankind at its very best, living by the eternal human principles. These principles such as honesty, integrity, loyalty do not change over time and place, and living by these principles is the only way forward for mankind. Towards inspiring the present and coming generations to live by the eternal human principles, I share with you true stories of mankind at its very best on this channel, where we have got today over 315 videos loaded. I request you, please subscribe to the channel and also share these videos with your friends and family. Encourage them to subscribe and join our journey. Coming back, today, 15th August 2022, we are celebrating Azadi का महोत्सव, Azadi के 75 साल, and today I'm sharing the video about an inspirational revolutionary, Chandrashekar Azad, born Chandrashekar Sitaram Tiwari on 23rd July 1906 to Sitaram Tiwari and Jagrani Devi. He was also called as Panditji by his fellow revolutionaries, and as the commander-in-chief of Hindustan Socialist Republican Association, a revolutionary group, he signed it as Balraj, his name whenever he distributed pamphlets. He was born in Brahmana village to a Brahmin family. His parents Sitaram Tiwari and Jagrani Devi in the princely state of Ali Ragpur. Mother Jagrani Devi was very keen that Chandrashekar become a scholar, a Sanskrit scholar, and she persuaded Chandrashekhar's father Sitaram Tiwari to send him to Banaras Kashi Vidyapith for further studies. When the non-cooperation movement was at its height, Chandrashekar was all of 15 years old. He joined it but was arrested on 20th December 1921. He was presented before the magistrate, Parsi magistrate MP Khareghat. When he was asked his name, he said his name was Azad. He said his father's name was Swatantrata, that means independence, and his residence was jail. This angered the magistrate very much, and he sentenced him to jail for 23 weeks and 15 lashes on his body daily. Chandrashekar swore that he never will be captured ever again by the British alive. When Gandhiji suspended the non-cooperation movement in 1922, Azad was very disappointed. He met up with other revolutionaries, including Manmat Nath Gupta, who also later wrote his biography. Manmat Nath Gupta introduced him to Ram Prasad Bismil, who founded Hindustan Republican Association and Revolutionary Organization. Chandrashekar Azad joined as an active member, collecting funds and also looting government properties for revolutionary activities. He was introduced to multiple other revolutionaries at this stage. Chandrashekar Azad was involved in the Kakori train robbery in 1925. I have given a link of this video which is there in our channel in the video's description. Also, Chandrashekar Azad shot John P. Saunders in Lahore 1925, the ASP of police, for killing Lala Lajpat Rai. Also, Azad made an attempt to blow up the Viceroy of India's train in 1929. There were few of his notable revolutionary activities. There are many such activities which Azad was involved in. Azad was fond of reading the Communist Manifesto from his comrade Shiv Varma. Azad was commander-in-chief of the Revolutionary Party, and he used to borrow a book called as ABC of Communism from writer Satya Bhendu to teach fellow revolutionaries. Motilal Nehru regularly gave money to Chandrashekar Azad to support him in his revolutionary activities. In Jhansi, which was the hub of Chandrashekhar's activities, 15 kilometers away from Jhansi in the forest of Orcha, he would practice shooting and became an expert marksman. He also took up the responsibility of training other revolutionaries in shooting. Thereafter, after training multiple revolutionaries, he stayed in a hut near Hanuman temple on the banks of Satur river with the name of Pandit Hari Shankar Brahmachari. He taught children from the nearby village of Dhimarpura. He also learned to drive a car from Bundelkhand motor garage at Sadar Bazaar. Other revolutionaries who joined him during this stage were Sadashiv Rao Malkapur, Vishwanath Vaishwampayag, Bhagwan Das Mahasor. They were all integral part of his revolutionary group. Congress leaders Raghunath Vinayak and Sitaram Bhaskar Bhagwat were also close to him. Another major supporter for Chandrashekar Azad in his revolutionary activities, where he required arms and funds and men to join his revolutionary force towards freeing India and getting India independence, was from Bundelkhand Kesari Diwan Shatrughan Singh. Azad stayed at his fort at multiple times, and Diwan Shatrughan Singh frequently donated money, weapons and men towards Azad's revolutionary activities. Hindustan Republican Association, formed by Ram Bisal Paswan, Jogesh Chandra Chatterjee, Suchindra Nath Sayal and Sachindra Nath Bakshi in 1923, However, after the Kakori train robbery 1925, British started suppressing revolutionary activities with an iron hand. Prasad, Ashwakulla Khan, Thakur Roshan Singh and Rajendra Nath Lahiri were sentenced to death for the Kakori train robbery. However, Azad, Keshav Chakravarti and Murari Lal Gupta evaded capture. Azad reorganized the Hindustan Revolutionary Association with the help of Shiv Varma and Mahabir Singh, Bhagat Singh and others, renaming it Hindustan Socialist Republican Association HSRA on 9 September 1928, and with the goal of independent India. They conspired with revolutionaries like Bhagat Singh, Shivram Rajguru and Sukhdev to assassinate the SP of police James A.S. Scott, who was responsible for the death of Lala Rajpat Rai. However, a case of mistaken identity, they shot John P. Saunders, the Assistant Superintendent of Police, on 17 December 1928 to avenge Lala Rajpat Rai's death. There were many such revolutionary activities which Azad carried out. Looting trains, looting government properties, harassing police officers, destroying railway tracks, destroying telegraph poles, and with the help of other revolutionaries, ensuring that the British authorities could never rest in peace. Their goal was independent India. On 27 February 3031, a black day in Indian history, CID of Police, Allahabad, Sir J.R.H. Nat Bower got a tip that Azad was at Alfred Park. This has now been renamed Chandrashekar Azad Park at Allahabad. And he was there along with Sukhdev Raj. Sadly, at that time, there were many traitors also in India. Two such traitors who I would like to name, Veerbhadra Tiwari and Yashpal, traitors to the core, tipped off the police team about Chandrashekar Azad's presence in Albert Park. Police arrived, led by DSP Thakur Vishweshwar Singh, and surrounded Azad and Sukhdev. Azad helped Sukhdev Raj to escape. However, Azad engaged in an unequal battle, hid behind a tree and started shooting back at the police party led by DSP Thakur. He critically injured DSP Thakur and also the CID head of police, Sir J.R.H. Nat Bower, in the shootout. The shootout continued for a very long time. Though he was surrounded by the police on all four sides and injured multiple times with bullet wounds, Azad did not give up. He continued shooting bravely, awaiting reinforcements to come in. However, that was not to be. And when Azad noticed that he had the last bullet in his revolver, he chose, as per his pledge of never being captured alive again by the British, to shoot himself in his temple and martyred himself for the cause of independent India on this black day of India's history on 27 February 1931. The police were so scared of Chandrashekar Azad's reputation that even after death, they did not dare approach his body, fearing that he would probably be only injured and could retaliate at any time, for over 1.5 hours waiting for reinforcements to come in before approaching his body. Later on, they retrieved Chandrashekar Azad's body and cremated it at Rasulabad Ghat without informing anyone. When the incident came to light that Chandrashekar Azad had been martyred, people surrounded Albert Park, now renamed Chandrashekar Azad Park in Allahabad, and sounded slogans against the British Raj and praised Azad for his bravery and revolutionary activities. And the insight of Azad's revolutionary activities, ideologies, and Azad the man can be had from HSRA member Manmat Nath Gupta's biography Chandrashekar Azad in his book History of Indian Revolutionary Movement. You get a deep insight about Azad, his ideologies and activities as a Commander-in-Chief of HSRA. On this Independence Day, let's remember brave freedom fighters and revolutionaries like Chandrashekar Azad and give them our respect. What better way to honor our independence than to remember people such as Chandrashekar Azad, revolutionaries, freedom fighters who gave their life for this country and pledge that we will safeguard Indian independence. Jai Hind. Thank you, friends. I am sure you are inspired by these motivational videos. Please do subscribe to the channel Generous, Gracious and Gallant. Thank you.